morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Bronx Queens Bros Podcast, better known as the BQB Podcast. I'm Big D. We got Big D. And oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we got Jack B in a Mets hat. He looks great. What do you think, Dave? How does he look?
Dude, he looks so cute. That Mets hat is doing wonders for I'm so happy. This is great. This is everything I wanted when I started the podcast. But most importantly, Jack, how do you feel?
I feel pretty disgusting, guys, to be honest. My Yankee hat's right here, and I just want to put it back on my head. But, V, your day's coming. All right? Your day is coming. You'll be wearing that Yankee hat soon.
I'm 1-0. I won week 1. I don't plan on losing week 2, so I'm just saying.
There's a lot of weeks left, baby. A lot of weeks left. Man.
That's right. So what are we talking about today, Dave?
All right, well, we're going to recap the series. We got the Yankees and Guardians series to talk about, and also the Mets and Padres series. And then we have another kind of special episode highlighting Big D's Big Odds. We're going to go with a trivia extravaganza today, fellas. So stay tuned. I'm excited.
Ooh, I think I'm just as excited, but I'm more excited to tell you guys that this episode is sponsored by one of the best kept secrets in northern New Jersey, Engineering and Design Concepts. Small company doing big things. They specialize in product development, manufacturing, and test equipment. Or if you or anyone you know need assistance in that field, they are the company you need to contact. The link to their website will be in the description below. Now, Jack, I don't know if you got any glimpses of the Mets-Padres series, but it was a good series. Mets ended up taking 2 out of 3, which is nice because, Padres, as everybody know, knocked us out of the playoffs last postseason. It was nice to beat them. It was pretty good. Monday night, Mets beat the Padres 5-0, a shutout from the Mets pitching, which was their first shutout victory of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Max Scherzer finally kind of looked good. 5 shutout innings, 1 hit allowed, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. The Padres hitters were making him work a little bit, a lot of deep counts, but all in all, very good. Curtis, Smith, Robertson, Ottavino, all scoreless innings. McNeil's able to get to Yu Darvish, which is someone we're never able to get to, with a 2-run double in the third. And then Lindor, off one of the lefties in the bullpen, got another 2-run double. Nice win, easy win, it felt like. It was good to see that happen. Go right back to Tuesday night. Peterson, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He actually looked pretty good. It was nice to see. I actually was worried that the Padres were going to hit him a lot better. They didn't hit as good as in this series as I thought they were gonna. But the Mets offense was pretty silent for most of the game, except in the 9th. They were able to make some rumblings, but Alvarez was straight swinging at like 30 balls above the strike zone in the 9th there. They were able to get the tying run on base, but they came up short. The Mets did end up dropping that game 4-2. Tough game. Mets offense went to sleep, in my opinion, there. Not bad pitching overall, but tough to see. And then Wednesday, day game, Mets came back. Tyler McGill looked good again. 5 innings, 2 runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. This Tyler McGill in April in his career 7-0. Just put that out there.
What's his name again?
Tyler. Big drip. Mets were able to win this one 5-2. Home runs from Lindor and Alonso, which was nice to see. And then Nimmo also had a great game, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. It's good to see. Great to see the Mets win. Mets won the series. And Tyler McGill looked great once again, and he's going to try to secure that spot when Verlander comes back.
Yeah, V, it was a nice series for the Mets. I think this series will bode well for their confidence, right? They beat the Padres 2 out of 3 games, a team that's, kind of seemed to have their number, knocked them in the playoffs last season. We know the history, and and they've gotten so much better in the offseason, and you beat 2 of their best pitchers in Snell and Darvish. So I think this is, one of those series that could have, you never want to say make or break this early in the season, but it could have really, if the Mets got swept here, right, it could have, things would be falling from the sky, I think. And
Catastrophic.
Yeah. But, yeah, they played well. They played like the Mets and took 2 out of 3. So how do you feel going into your next series? Like, are you a little bit more relaxed here? What's the feel going?
Well, yeah, I mean, so they had an off day today, Thursday, and they're about to go face the Athletics, who are starting off 3-10.
Yeah, not
And
great.
the first two starters we're facing as like an 11 ERA and like a 17 ERA. I'm very hopeful here, but I'm also wouldn't be shocked if we kind of like score 2 runs against these guys. Um, but I'm hopeful. I think we could definitely at least beat the Athletics 2 out of 3, which is we should sweep them. But if we win the series, I'll be content with that. I'm happier. I think the offense is kind of waking up, maybe a little bit. It hasn't been awake at all, really. So hopefully, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this West Coast trip that they're about to do.
Yeah, so let's get into the Yankees real quick. Game 1 of their series against the Guardians took place on Monday, which was a frustrating game. Domingo Germán just could not throw strikes. Even though, his stuff was there, he just really was not throwing strikes. He only allowed 1 run, which was crazy because he walked 5 guys. Brewer came in relief, and he actually pitched well today. Maybe we'll get to that in a little bit. Brewer not so well today against the Twins. Yankees were facing Shane Bieber, and they always do well against Shane Bieber, and it looked like it was going to continue in the first inning. Giancarlo Stanton with a 2-run double, and then nothing really could materialize after that. They could not get a big hit with runners in scoring position. In the 8th inning, Glaber actually led off with a triple. Judge was up. They put in Karinchak. Judge did this weird check swing, like infield pop-up for the first out. And then I think Rizzo struck out on a nasty curveball, and then Stanton, he just got 3 fastballs right past him because he is struggling with velocity right now. So that was tough. On Tuesday, we had our ace Garrett Cole on the mound, and he was great. He only allowed 2 runs, struck out only 3, did not have his best stuff. If any of you guys caught the game, definitely wasn't peak Garrett Cole, but he fought for a lot of the game, pitched 7 strong innings, and the Yankees kind of had a little offensive explosion, scored 11 runs. Franchi Cordero with another freaking home run. Rizzo 2 for 3 with a walk, and Aaron Hicks, Dave, our guy Aaron Hicks, 2 freaking hits. 2 hits.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
He's buying his ticket to Seattle already.
Exactly. Yesterday was one of the more frustrating games. So, in the first of all, we had Clark Schmidt on the mound, so that was never good. It was a day game on a Wednesday, another super weird occurrence. Just seemed like everything was off. I caught a lot of the early parts of this game, and in the first inning, the Yankees seemingly got out of the inning unscathed after letting runners on first and third. A pop-up into center field occurred, and Aaron Hicks slid for the ball. It was close. He trapped it, but they called an out on the field. They doubled up the runner. I actually believe it was second and third. They doubled up the runner on second. And then the umpires changed the call on the field without the Guardians challenging. And Aaron Boone absolutely lost his mind because it seemed like it was after 15 seconds, like where Francona would have to challenge. And that wasn't what the umpire said. They went to replay on their own because apparently they could do that. So that was a bit of a disaster. But the Yankees ended up taking the game 4-3. Cordero with another home run, and Oswaldo Cabrera with the game-sealing hit in the 9th. Oswaldo, my GOAT. And that's it. Another season win for the series win for the Yanks. V, how do we feel about, and Dave, how do we feel about the series?
Dave, if I must, I put Franchi Cordero on the hot stove, and what does this man do? He hits 2 more home runs. This man's unstoppable. You see what the hot stove does to people? He puts them on, and they do great things. I guarantee you, Kodai Senga is pitching against Athletics tomorrow. Watch, he's going to have like the first 5 innings be no-hitter, and he's going to lose it in the 6th. But watch, I'm telling you, it's going to happen. The hot stove makes great people. He makes people greater. He makes people run better. Cole, I love that he was struggling, but he still looked good. Starting off season 3-0, making me look good, telling everybody he was gonna have a great year this year. Him and Tyler McGill both are 3-0 to start the season. I just had to state that for Jack because he loves the name Tyler. And yeah, Jack, Dave, you got anything?
I think a great takeaway for me, if you're a Yankee fan, Yankees 4-0 in rubber matches this season so far. Very exciting. Very exciting that they're closing out the series. And I believe they're one of 3 teams who have won all of their series to start the season. So, can't be. If you're a Yankees fan, you're happy with the way they started.
We
You
heard
guys
about
got
the Mets.
any?
Hold on one sec, Dave. We heard about the Mets winning all their series last year to start off the season. So, you better believe that we're winning all the series this year.
I know. I love
See,
how you're
Jack,
saying that with the Mets hat on.
Jack, I had to mention it, but I'm not going to say it in every conversation I have this year,
Yeah.
like Mets fans of last year. Anyway, it is time for Big D's Big Odds Trivia Extravaganza.
Woohoo.
Let's get into it. So just to keep everyone on the same page, I want to recap the odds from our episode earlier this week. So you guys were both wrong. You took the Torres on base percentage under. He got on at a rate of 556, so you should have taken the over. You were both wrong on Anthony Volpe's hits. You took the over. He did have an off day, which we couldn't really anticipate, but he only got 1 hit on the series. You guys were both right on the Sterling Marte under for steals. He did not get a steal this series. Jack was right for the Pete Alonso RBIs. He only got 1, and the line was set at 4.5. Little wishful thinking from V. And then Jack was also right on the combined Mets and Yankees runs at 29 with the line set at 28.5. That was a fantastic line, fellas. Just an awesome line. But Jack, with the Mets hat on, is currently sitting with a 3-1 lead. Now, as I said, this is the Trivia Extravaganza episode, so this is a special contest we have here. I have 5 over-under lines, and I also have 5 trivia questions per team. The guys are going to take a stab at all of these questions, and if they get it right, it's going to give them a point towards their weekly total, and it's going to help prevent them from the misery that Jack is going through right now of wearing the opposing team's hat. So what we're going to do and I forgot, guys, if you guys get your question wrong, the other guy gets a chance to steal. That's worth 2 points if they can get a question right about your team that you can't get. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little pause. We're not going to get to the trivia right now. We're going to do the lines first. Okay?
I was getting excited.
I know, you're getting excited. You were about to turn on the hot stove. You were getting so excited.
Forget it. I'm about to jack off.
Sorry, Mom. All right. So we just watched the Yankees get smacked tonight, so we can't really do series long odds. So that's okay. What we're gonna do is I have some odds. We went all offensive last episode, so I'm gonna do all pitchers this episode. And we're gonna start with none other than the biggest Mets fan I can see right now, Jack. Nestor Cortez is getting the start on Saturday, it looks like. In his 2 appearances, he struck out 3 against the Phillies, 5 against Baltimore. I'm going to set an over-under line on strikeouts for Nestor at 4.5.
Damn, that's a good line.
Thank you.
Here, I'm going to have to go with the over. Minnesota, known to be a little bit of a strikeout-prone lineup. They do have some lefties that will be tough. It'll be tough for them with Nestor pitching, so I'm going to have to go over. I'm thinking 5 on the dot.
Knowing my lines, it's probably going to be 5.
I'm going to take the under on this one.
Ooh.
I think he's striking out 4 on the dot.
I could also see that happening. That's why I set the line at 4.5. All right, V. Let's jump on over to the Mets. We got Carlos Carrasco on the mound for the Mets Saturday, I believe, right?
Yep, yep.
We're gonna look at his ERA. He went a ERA of 11.25 against Milwaukee, 11.42 against Miami. I might be a little hopeful here. I could easily just set a over underline in the 11s because that seems to be the trend so far. But I'm gonna set an over under ERA line for Carrasco at 7.50
For the game.
for the game.
Oof. Oh, boy, is Cookie Carrasco cooked. You know
He's
what?
certainly not in the hot stove.
You know what? Listen, I'm 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 losing this. I'm losing so far. I gotta be wishful thinking here. I'm gonna go with the under. I think he's gonna have a good start against the Athletics. Athletics are not a potent offensive team. I think he can go like 5 innings, allow 1 run. Solid for me. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm gonna go with the under.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go the under here too. I was hoping V was going to take the over. I'm going to take the under. Yeah, A's kind of suck, and Carrasco kind of needs to pitch well, or he is gonna be sent. I don't know, to
Out
another
the door.
baseball league. Yeah, not pitch in the MLB anymore. So
Yeah.
Very good. All right. We'll jump back to the Yankees here. It looks like Garrett Cole is going to get the start on Sunday. Jack, you talked about how his last outing was not his strongest with strikeouts. He only got 3 against Cleveland. Started off the season setting the record for opening day strikeouts with 11 against San Fran. Then he got 8 his second appearance with Philly against Philly. So I'm going to set an over/under strikeout line for Garrett Cole at 7.5 against the Twins.
7.5. All right. If we remember back to last year, and I'm only bringing this up because it also happened today, the Minnesota Twins hit back to back to back home runs against Garrett Cole, and that same thing happened today. So I don't know. They brought that up in the broadcast. Seems like bad karma. Man, but the Twins do strike out a bit, so I'm gonna go with the over. Love Garrett. Love what I've seen from him. He looks like a different beast at home too. And would you say that is Sunday?
I believe he's getting the start Sunday for the Yanks.
Yep. I think that's probably a day game. The crowd's going to be there. It's going to be electric. I'm going to go over.
Jack, I'm coming there with you. I'm taking the over for Cole strikeouts. Big fan of Garrett here. I think he's gonna have a good game against the Twins. Yeah, like you said, he didn't have his great stuff last time. He still pitched good. I know we're just going off strikeouts here. I just think he's going to strike out everybody. He's going to strike out the former Giant, Met, and any other team that he signed a contract with, Carlos Correa. He's going to strike him out 3 times in that game. I'm telling you right now.
The best Mets player of all time. I love it. V, I believe Scherzer is getting the start for the Mets on Sunday.
Yep.
So we got a lot of good pitching to watch, it looks like. But so he hasn't gotten over 6 strikeouts so far this year. He got 6 opening day. He got 2 in his appearance against Milwaukee, and he got 6 against San Diego. So he is facing the Athletics. I'm going to set an over/under line of 7.5 strikeouts for Max Scherzer.
I'm picking the over. I mean, this is as easy as I think I could get one. He's facing the Athletics, and I think he's going to carve him up like no other. Then he's going to become a butcher and just slice them all up. He's going to throw sliders and cutters and curves and fastballs right through everybody, and he's going to have one of the better starts of the season for himself.
All right, V, I'm going to have to disagree with you here. I'm going to go with the under. I think everyone's kind of proclaiming Max to being back to himself after the start against the Padres, and I know their lineup's stacked, and he pitched pretty well. But his pitch count was super high. His slider still, to me, doesn't seem to be there 100%, and that's like his put-away pitch. Fastball velocity, he's never a super high velocity guy. He's more of a tunneling guy. It makes him seem like he's throwing faster than he actually is. So, I don't know. The A's kind of aren't scrappy. They're not good, but they can battle. So I'm thinking maybe they work his pitch count, something similar to this Padres game, 5 innings, 6 innings, and I'm gonna go with the under.
Okay.
Very good. All right. Last line, we'll do a combined effort here. So in 25 games for the Mets and Yankees, they have tallied 227 total strikeouts. That's 111 for the Mets, 116 for the Yankees. That's averaging about 9.08 strikeouts per game for the two pitching staffs combined.
Wow.
Now, fellas, we talked about the Saturday and Sunday games, so that's what we're going to stick with. So I'm going to go combined strikeouts for the Mets and Yankees in both the Saturday and Sunday games. I'm going to set the line at 36.5 for the entire pitching staff, not just the starters.
All right, I'm going to take this one first. I'm going to go with the under. And I know that's a bit counterintuitive to some of my picks, but I don't really have any explanation for it. I'm just going to go with the under.
What was the number, Dave?
The line?
36.5.
Yeah, the line.
36.5, V.
36.5.
So it's technically 4 games.
They're averaging 9 per game as, combined, the two pitching staffs. And there's 4 games.
4 times 9. 36.
I'm taking the over.
Oh. Love it. Love
Literally,
it.
you have Cole and Scherzer pitching.
Yeah, I know. But you have to do that because I think we only disagreed. If you want to win, I think you have to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to win.
Oh, this trivia extravaganza, I forgot.
It's throwing a wrinkle into this right now.
See, that's why I'm doing it, because I don't want you guys to pick based on each other's picks.
Right.
I want you to
Smart.
pick with the chance that you can redeem yourself with some trivia.
Smart.
So I might think of some little challenges along the way here.
All right.
You guys ready for some
Dave,
trivia?
Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
So here's the thing, guys. I really tried to weight the questions in terms of what I thought the difficulty was. But the thing with you two is you're either geniuses or you're just absolute dumbasses. So I really don't know how much you know. So if they're too easy or if they're too hard, I'm sorry. I just don't, know your intelligence levels. Okay.
And by the way, no one's looking at anything for the audience. No one's on the computer. Hands up. No one. My phone's away. We're locked in right here. Let's do it.
All right. We also didn't discuss this prior to the recording because I really don't want to help these guys out. I actually want to make them look like dumbasses. So that's my goal. All right. I think I kind of did it in an order of easiest to hardest. But again, I don't really know. So let's start. Jack, I really just want to get you out of that Mets hat, so I'm going to keep coming to you first. Mariano Rivera is the last Yankee pitcher to win a World Series MVP. Can you name the first Yankee pitcher to win a World Series MVP?
I might be cooked. The first Yankee pitcher. So, oh man, how much time do I got, Dave? Can I ponder this a little bit? You want me to think out loud?
You got however much time my ADHD lets you.
Okay, cool. So I got 2 names in my head. I don't know how far back we're going here, but the most recent before or the first?
The first.
All right, I'm gonna go Whitey Ford.
You, sir, would be incorrect.
Damn, who is
The
it?
correct answer is Don Larson.
Wait. I can steal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you hear what
All
I
right.
said?
No, actually, I didn't. I really didn't.
All right.
How about
Let's
I
see
just
what you
won't?
say.
There's no steal for me on the first one, and then after that we'll do steals.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
V, what would your answer be, though?
My guess was honestly going to be like, I don't know. I was, let's go with Babe Ruth.
You know what? You were so off that I think Jack should be able to steal the first one. The correct answer is Don Larson. In the 1956 World Series, he threw his famous perfect game in Game
Yep.
5.
I should have known that.
All right.
I really
Kinda on
didn't
this-
hear you, by the way. Really didn't hear
Right,
you.
clearly.
Yeah. Clearly. If you did, that's the
All right.
worst cheating I've ever seen in my life.
I should
Here's
have
the
banged
answer, still
trash
gets it
cans.
All right. Kind of on a similar token, let's go to the Mets. V, can you name the first Mets pitcher to win a World Series game?
Tom Seaver.
That is incorrect. Jack, do you have a guess?
So we're talking the 68 or 69 or 68? I think it's 69. Yep.
What a nice
I
number.
don't know. Against the Red Sox, I really don't even know.
Red Sox.
I don't know.
Against
Right?
the Orioles.
Oh, the Orioles?
Red Sox was 86, my guy.
Oh, that was 86.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to skip. I don't even have a guess.
All right, the correct answer was Jerry Koosman.
Oh,
He led the Orioles he led the Mets, I apologize, to a 2-1 win over the Orioles in Game 2 of that World Series.
Hey V, would you be offended if I said I'd never heard of Jerry Koosman in my life?
he was a really good starter. Would I be offended? No. It was well before our time.
All right.
Well before our time.
All right, back to the Yankees. In 2011, the Yankees became the first team in MLB history to hit 3 grand slams in one game. Now,
Wait, 3?
3.
Yep.
Robinson Cano was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name the next 2?
Curtis Granderson and Russell Martin. Final
You
answer.
got it. He got it. So Cano, Granderson, and Martin made the Yankees the first team to hit 3 grand slams in one game.
Against the A's, I'll never forget that game. I was watching that game.
Yeah. Curtis Granderson, great Yankee. In 4 seasons, he hit 115 home runs for them, 307 RBIs, batted .245,
Wow.
batting average.
You're like
So.
ChatGPT out here.
Right, look at that.
Granderson was a great Met, too, guys. Don't forget that.
Moving right along.
V.
V. Yeah, he was a great Met, just like Carlos Correa. The first number retired by the Mets was what number, and who did it belong to?
Casey Stengel. Number 14.
You, sir, are incorrect. Jack, this number was also retired by the Yankees.
What are you helping him out for?
The player, too?
Yep.
That's just messed up. I now realize who it is.
Oh, my God. You know who it is?
I might. I probably don't. I'm pissed at myself right now, though.
I'm not going to know the number.
I think you have a better chance of knowing the person and not the number.
Is it Joe Torre?
It is not.
Who is it?
All right, so V, you were correct. It is Casey Stengel, but the number is 37.
Fuck! I couldn't remember the number. Oh,
Yeah.
When you said Casey Stengel, I thought my guess would have been 14 too. I don't know why, but that was the number I was thinking of.
yeah. I was like, I know it's Casey Stengel. Like, what the hell was his number? Shit.
All right. The third Yankees question for you, Jack. Which Yankee was the first player to win a batting title, a Gold Glove, and a World Series ring in the same season.
Batting title. Now, did they have Gold Gloves back, like way back in the day?
You tell
I
me,
don't know.
Jack.
I don't know either. So Jeter never won a batting title, I don't think. Cano won a batting title. The first? There's one? There's only one?
Yeah. I don't know if there's more. I just looked at who the first was.
All right. So that means I don't even know when the Gold Glove became an award. That's like my problem right now. Because can I just get like when the Gold Glove became an award? Can I get that? Like just a year?
No, sir, you cannot.
Son of a bitch.
But I will tell you, Gil Ha just won a Gold Glove.
That doesn't really help me. And a World Series, damn.
I have two.
World
I have
Series
two
ring.
guesses. I have two guesses. I'm hoping Jack guesses one of them, and if it's wrong, then I got a good guess.
Bernie Williams, final answer.
He got it. Bernie Williams won the batting title with a .339 batting average. He also went on to win a Gold Glove and the World Series.
See, I was thinking like Mickey Mantle. He's got to have won multiple batting titles, a lot of like just awards, but I don't think Gold Glove was around back then. Definitely not. So let's go, baby. Come on,
we should
V.
do some research, but well done, well done. All right, V. Jose Reyes leads the Mets in all-time triples. Who is in second?
What?
Let's go.
I believe, and he held this title for 20 or so years, 20, 30 years. Just picture yourself in a Yankees hat. I think that'll help you.
You know what's funny is I've seen the list before, and I'm gonna go with Ray Ordonez. Final answer.
You, sir, would be incorrect. Jack, you have a guess?
Do I have a guess? Damn it. I really don't. I'm just gonna pass. I just want the answer. I want another Yankee question to end the game. That's what I want to do.
So, Mookie Wilson is the second all-time leader in Mets triples.
What am I doing?
He hit 62 triples in 10 years with the Mets.
My mom's yelling at me right now through the computer. I already know.
All right. Jack, who hit the final home run in the old stadium, and who hit the first home run in the new stadium?
Oh, shit.
Okay, I know who hit the first home run in the new stadium, but are you talking about... Because I know one happened in a spring training game. They did one spring training game at the new stadium before they played in it. The first regular season game?
I believe the first regular season game.
Okay. Because Cano hit a home run. Cano hit a home run in the spring training game.
Yes,
and
then
then
it was not bad.
Jose Molina hit the home run, I believe, the first home run at New Yankee Stadium. I think. Now, wait. Before you tell me if I'm right or wrong. The last home run at Yankee Stadium, I'm going to go Jorge Posada. So Jorge Posada, Jose Molina, final answer.
So you said in the new one,
New Yankee
Jose
Stadium,
Molina?
Jose Molina. Old Yankee Stadium, Jorge Posada.
You, sir, would be correct.
V, dude, that was a sharp one. Dave, these questions are elite.
Not
Damn,
bad,
V.
right?
You're pitching a shutout against V.
I feel like I've given you the easy ones too, V.
What are you talking about?
That's a tough-ass question. That's a tough question.
No, like I have two questions that I feel like are very hard, and I haven't asked you those yet, V. So, here we go.
Lock it in, V. Lock it in.
V, how many consecutive losses did Anthony Young suffer between the 92 and 93 seasons?
Multiple years? Damn.
Consecutive losses.
27. I don't know.
You, sir. Nailed it! Let's go!
No
27
shot.
consecutive losses.
No
My
shot.
man.
I knew it was in the 20s. That's all I knew. I guess 27.
I'm so
you
pumped
kidding
for
me?
you. My man went 2-14 in 92, 1-16 in 93, 27 consecutive losses between the two seasons.
So what? We got 3-1 right now?
Think so. All right, last
3-1?
question for each.
Yeah, last round.
Yeah, you're cooked.
All right.
You can steal.
Hey, I'm stealing this one. You're missing it.
Jack,
Uh-huh.
the Yankees have 3 perfect games of all time. Now, there are 2 layers to this question. 1, can you name who pitched all of those perfect games? And 2, can you name one person that was in uniform for all 3 of those perfect games?
Oh, shit. Well, then I definitely don't have it. I was going to say Don Larson because I thought he pitched a perfect game in the World Series.
He did.
Does that
Can you
count?
name the 2 other perfect games?
Oh, the 2 others. But one
Yeah.
person was in uniform for all 3?
Yeah.
Oh. David Cohn, David Wells.
Correct.
Okay, so now I need person in uniform for all 3. Oh my goodness. This is the hard
That's
part.
tricky.
I feel like Joe Torre is like too easy. I'm thinking, mate, was it Don Zimmer? I don't want to give Vitor the answer here.
V could really use a steal on this question. That would really make it interesting.
We should have a time clock on these, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go Joe Torre. Final answer.
You, sir, would be incorrect. V, do you have an answer?
The person that was in uniform for each of these perfect games would be none other than the legendary.
He has no idea.
I was lost.
Ricky Henderson.
No. Jack, I was about to be so proud of you.
Was it Don
The
Zimmer,
answer
bro?
was Don Zimmer.
Oh my god.
Should have said it.
Don Zimmer was a member of the Dodgers against
No
Don
way.
Larson and the Yankees, and then was, of
Wow.
course, the coach of the Yankees,
Yeah.
or the hitting coach.
That's crazy.
You were so
Damn it.
close, dude.
I should have. Imagine I stole it with that. Oh,
Like,
I
the
don't know why
script
you
was
wouldn't
written
have
for
said
you to
that.
do it. The script
I
was
know.
written.
Literally.
He says Ricky
You fumbled.
Henderson.
You fumbled. I don't think Ricky was even alive when Don Larson threw his perfect game.
All right, B. You have a shot to redeem yourself, but honestly, good luck.
Thank you.
David Wright hit a home run in the 2006 All-Star Game. Who was the only Met to do this before him?
I got like 3 guesses.
I'll give you one.
I'm not going to say them out loud before I give Jack the answer and he doesn't use it. The only Met before David Wright to hit a home run in an All-Star game would be none other than Mike Piazza.
You, sir, are incorrect.
Damn it!
Jack, you
I'm
want to
going
take
to
a
go
stab at this one?
John Olerud. Final answer.
You, sir, are also incorrect. Lee Mazzilli? Mazzelli?
Lee
Mazzilli.
Yeah.
Lee Mazzilli in the 1979 All-Star Game hit a pinch hit home run in the 8th inning. He has 62 career home runs for the Mets. What a guy. What a guy.
Wow.
And that pretty much wraps it up. So, Jack, you're up 3-1 on the initial over-unders. You are now up 6-2 after the trivia. I think we're going to see V in a Yankees hat next week.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys.
Next hat.
Well
Every Yankee
done.
hat coming your way, V.
Well done. Make sure you guys study up on your history because I'm telling you, we're going to do more of these. We're going to do more of these, so study up.
So,
With that being said, as always, excellent episode. This was a fun one. I love testing you guys, and for the most part, you did pretty well, except for the Ricky Henderson guess.
poor Ricky.
Big V, I hate to drag you, but real quick, can you tell the fans where they can find us on Twitter?
You know where they can find us at BQB Podcast.
And Jack's posting talks on the daily. Jack, where is our TikTok?
BQB Podcast on the talk. Check us out.
We're also on Instagram at BQB Podcast. It's that simple. You can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon. Jack's got us on a million other things. You can also find us on YouTube, posting shorts all the time. Subscribe. If you like us, tell your dad. He'll like us too. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Jackson gets
Immediately gets it off.
Gets fucking off my head.